So it turns out I still had some time to wait before the store opens. So I'm gonna continue this walk and continue talking about time, because now there's 2 videos happening on the same day, but at different times. But because I upload these like once a day, they're gonna be uploaded on different days. So depending on when you see them, it will be a different time. And by the time that you're watching these, I will already be a different person, because I will be living in a different time. I thought of these things after I logged out of the last video. I was like, I still have more to talk about time. I mean, we could probably talk about time all day, all the time, because time is an interesting topic to talk about. So we're gonna walk this path again and continue talking about time. Although I think I just said everything I had already thought about in the 2 minutes that just went by. So now I have to think of new things to talk about time. I'm trying to bide the time so that I can go shopping in the store, but I didn't want to just stand there and do nothing. So I'm like, I'll utilize this time and do something productive. But I feel like no matter what we do, it's still productive. Like, even if you're just sitting, relaxing, watching a movie, you're still being productive, because you're taking time for yourself, you're doing something you enjoy. You're allowing yourself to relax. So that's still productive. You can do things at the same time. Excuse me. Like, if you're taking a walk and also listening to something in another language to study or practice, then you're getting exercise. Well, you're exercising your body and you're exercising your brain at the same time. And people talk about doing things one at a time so that you can be more focused and really do a good job on that one thing. But it's interesting how, because of the internet, we have a skewed concept of time, because everything is at the tip of our fingers now. So if you have a question, you just ask Google, you get an answer. Back in like our grandparents' era, they had to go, if they had a question, they had to go look it up in an encyclopedia, which would take more time, because you'd have to go to the library, and walking or biking or driving would take some time. You'd have to find the right book. You'd have to skim through the book to find the right answers. So doing things took way more time than they do now. So now we have way more time in this technological era to do things. Things get done faster, especially with AI. AI does pretty much anything. We can learn languages faster. We can solve our problems faster. But I think we have to remind ourselves that we're exactly where we need to be, and we can take the time to slow down and be more methodical in our approach to how we do things. Like taking the time every morning to focus on your breath and appreciate the moment as it is before you pick up your phone. I know when I wake up in the morning and I immediately look at my phone, it like changes my brain for the day. And I feel like everything is slipping through my fingertips too quickly. But when I wait when I wake up and I don't look at my phone right away, and I take my time in the morning to get ready and like transition from sleeping to waking state, I feel so much more grounded. And I feel like I'm able to be present in the moment when I'm getting ready or when I'm doing a task. But like the days that I immediately pick up my phone and start asking Google questions or asking ChatGPT to help me figure out what my dreams mean, then I get in this mode where like I'm on my phone all day and I can't put it down. And when I put it down, I feel like I have to pick it back up. And like my brain, I can physically feel my brain hurt when I do this. So, and I'm not saying that our phones are bad and that we should stop using them, but I think we should use them more mindfully as tools rather than whatever we're using them for. Because I do think that we get too addicted to them. And it's not good for us as a society to constantly be strapped to it. I say this as I'm like walking around with my phone attached to my arm, but I'm also being productive with it, and I'm using it as a form of reflection. So I'm in one of those moments now where I just said a bunch of stuff and I feel like it was insightful and I don't know what I just said. So I'm gonna have to listen to it again when I watch back over this. And I really love this part of the walk because of these tree branches. It's really pretty. I was in Kairos time when I was talking about time. I do really enjoy this. I'm glad that I've been doing these every day. I actually look forward to doing them because I'll be like out doing random things and I'll be like, oh, this is a nice spot. I should just whip my camera out and start talking to myself. It's really beautiful. Life is beautiful with you in it. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you exist. You're doing great things. You're using your time wisely, and you're exactly where you need to be. You're not too far ahead. You're not too far behind. You're doing all the right things at the exact right time, and everything comes to you in divine time. When you need it, it will be there. Money, for example. I was a little freaked out the past couple weeks that I wasn't gonna get my financial aid in time to pay for my bills, and it literally showed up the day before it needed paid. So don't panic, don't worry. That's just taking time away from being calm. But maybe it's not, because maybe the panic and worry is necessary in that moment for you to realize that everything's gonna be okay. We have to feel our feelings. Panic and worry were necessary for our survival back like 100,000 years ago or something, which, to be honest, wasn't that long ago. Like, we think that we're like super in the future, but we're really not. We're babies on this planet. This is only the beginning. You're gonna be okay. Everything's gonna work out exactly as it should. We just have to relax into the moment and enjoy it. Enjoy your time. There's this quote somebody said, "We're here for a good time, not a long time." And I like that. Enjoy yourself. Be playful. Get back into your childlike mindset. Now I've done 3 things with my time. I've created some videos. I've gotten some exercise. I held 2 fingers up because I made 2 videos. I made 2 videos. I got some exercise. And I am now perfectly in alignment with going inside this store and looking around at all the objects that exist for us to look at and have and hold and explore. I know what I'm looking for, but I also feel like there's something in there that I'm not looking for, or I don't think I'm looking for, but I'll know it when I see it, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. I also probably should look for long sleeve shirts for winter coming and covering my tattoos for when I go work at the middle school. Did I walk too far? No. Not all those who wander are lost. Sometimes we just take a little detour. I love that these like random staircases exist all around Japan. Alright, well, that is our 10 minutes, my friends. If you want some more of my conversations, click a new video. I'll see you around.